Hey everyone, and welcome back to the AI Tech channel. Today, we're diving into a disturbing trend, the weaponization of AI by cybercriminals. Is AI innovation outpacing our ability to secure it? Could your company be the next victim of an AI-powered attack? Disturbing question, right? Well, new reports are revealing just how easily bad actors are exploiting AI for malicious purposes, and the scale of the problem is frankly shocking. Let's break it down. Our first story involves DeepSeek, the Chinese AI startup behind the DeepSeek R1 LLM. Was research recently uncovered a massive data exposure. Two unsecured ClickHouse database instances were left wide open, revealing over 1 million log entries. We're talking plaintext user chat history, API keys, backend details, and operational metadata. This wasn't some minor slip-up, it was a gaping security hole. According to Wiz, an attacker could have retrieved sensitive logs, plaintext chat messages, even potentially exfiltrated plaintext passwords and local files directly from the server. Imagine the damage. This is not just a privacy breach. It's a potential goldmine for attackers looking to compromise DeepSeek's infrastructure. I mean, seriously, what were they thinking? Was research ethically limited their exploration? But who knows if malicious actors had already been there? The scariest part is that because DeepSeek is a China-based company, they are legally obligated to comply with aggressive data access requests from the government, further complicating the security concerns. This incident highlights a critical issue. Are AI companies prioritizing innovation over fundamental security practices? The exposure of user prompts alone should be a huge red flag for any organization using DeepSeek's model for sensitive operations. But it gets worse. The exposed backend details and API keys open the door to internal network access, privilege escalation, and potentially large-scale breaches. This is a nightmare scenario for any security team. And to top it off, DeepSeek was recently hit by persistent cyber attacks that forced them to temporarily suspend new user registrations. It paints a picture of a company struggling to keep its systems secure. Is this a sign of things to come for other AI startups rushing to market? Next up, we have a growing problem with Cloudflare's pages.dev and workers.dev domains being abused by cybercriminals. Fortran reports a dramatic increase, between 100% and 250%, compared to last year in the misuse of these domains. These domains, intended for deploying web pages and facilitating serverless computing, are now being used for phishing and other malicious activities. Why? Because they leverage Cloudflare's trusted branding, service reliability, and low usage costs, making it harder to detect these attacks. Cybercriminals are hosting intermediary phishing pages on Cloudflare pages. These pages redirect victims to fake login pages, like those mimicking Microsoft Office 365. Victims are lured in through links in fraudulent PDFs or phishing emails, which bypass security products because of Cloudflare's good reputation. Fortress Security Engineering and Assessment Team observed a nearly 200% increase in phishing attacks on Cloudflare pages. That's a massive jump. They're also using a tactic called foldering to hide the scale of their email distribution campaigns, making it difficult to detect how widespread the phishing attack is. It's a clever and insidious technique, but the abuse doesn't stop there. Cloudflare Workers, a serverless computing platform, is also being exploited. Fortran has seen a surge in its abuse for DDoS attacks, phishing sites, injecting harmful scripts, and brute-forcing account passwords. In one example, Workers is used to host a human verification step in a phishing process, adding a layer of legitimacy to the scam. We're talking about a 104% increase in phishing attacks on this platform. The numbers are alarming. So what can you do? Verify the authenticity of URLs before entering sensitive information. Enable two-factor authentication. These simple steps can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to these attacks. The key takeaway here is that cybercriminals are constantly evolving their tactics, and they're increasingly leveraging trusted services to mask their malicious activities. We need to be vigilant and proactive in our security measures. Now let's talk about something truly unsettling, Geobox. This is custom Raspberry Pi software being sold on Telegram that turns the mini computer into an anonymous cyber attack tool. And get this, it only costs $80 per month or $700 for a lifetime license, payable in cryptocurrency. Resecurity discovered this tool during an investigation into a high-profile banking theft impacting a Fortune 100 company. This is not some amateur hour operation. The malicious actors used multiple Geobox devices strategically placed in remote locations as proxies to enhance their anonymity. This made tracking them incredibly difficult because Geobox devices don't store logs by default. The Raspberry Pi itself is an ideal tool for cyber attacks. It's inexpensive, small, portable, and easy to conceal. Geobox takes it to the next level. It's a cybercrime application suite focused on fraud and anonymization, making it a potent tool for illicit online activities. It offers GPS spoofing, emulates specific network settings and Wi-Fi access points, circumvents anti-fraud measures, routes traffic through anonymizing proxies, masks WebRTC IP addresses and Wi-Fi MAC addresses, and supports various VPN protocols. But the most terrifying part is that it's all packaged in a user-friendly environment with clear instructions, making it accessible to even low-skilled threat actors. Resecurity believes Geobox can enable a wide range of cybercrimes, including cyber attack coordination, darknet market operation, financial fraud, credential stuffing, malware distribution, and disinformation campaigns. While the individual functionalities might exist in other tools or specialized Linux distributions like Kali Linux, Geobox's comprehensive and user-friendly nature makes it perfect for quickly deploying disposable hacking devices. This is a game-changer because it lowers the barrier to entry for cybercrime. It's like giving a beginner's guide to advanced hacking. We need to raise awareness about this type of tool and its potential impact. In some good news, German law enforcement recently took down Crime Network, the largest online cybercrime marketplace in the country, and arrested its administrator. Crime Network was a hub for selling stolen data, drugs, and illegal services like document forging. It had over 100 registered sellers and 100,000 users, primarily based in German-speaking countries. The platform facilitated transactions using Bitcoin and Monero, totaling approximately 93 million euros between 2018 and 2024. Crime Network made a cut of 5% from these transactions, plus subscription fees and advertising revenue, earning its operators at least $5 million since 2018. The arrested administrator, known as Techmin, faces charges related to operating a criminal online marketplace and narcotics offenses. The authorities also secured information about registered members, hinting at more arrests to come. This is a significant victory in the fight against cybercrime. It sends a clear message that law enforcement is actively pursuing and dismantling these online marketplaces. But it also highlights the scale of the problem. The fact that Crime Network operated for so long and generated so much revenue underscores the demand for these illegal goods and services. We need to continue to support law enforcement efforts and work to disrupt these criminal networks. Finally, let's talk about a serious security flaw discovered in Microsoft's Windows 365 Cloud PC service. A security researcher found a way to dump a user's unencrypted plaintext Microsoft Azure credentials using Mimikatz. Mimikatz is a powerful open-source tool that allows researchers to test credential stealing vulnerabilities. It can extract plaintext passwords, hashes, PIN codes, and Kerberos tickets from memory. While it's designed for research, it's also used by threat actors to dump passwords and perform pass-the-hash attacks. The researcher found that the Windows 365 service allowed a malicious program to dump the Microsoft Azure plaintext email address and passwords for logged-in users. This is a major security risk because those credentials can be used to access other Microsoft services and potentially a company's internal network. The vulnerability stems from the way terminal server credentials are handled in memory. While they are encrypted, the researcher was able to trick the terminal service process into decrypting them. This means that if a threat actor gains access to your Windows 365 Cloud PC, for example, through a phishing email, they can easily dump your credentials with Mimikatz. This is a classic example of lateral movement. The attacker uses compromised credentials to gain access to other systems and escalate their privileges. While Microsoft offers security features like 2FA, Smart Cards, Windows Hello, and Windows Defender Remote Credential Guard, these features are not currently available in Windows 365. This leaves users vulnerable to this type of attack. Microsoft will likely add these security features in the future, but for now, it's crucial to be aware of this risk and take steps to protect your credentials. Be extra cautious about clicking links or opening attachments in emails, and consider using a strong, unique password for your Azure account. And in a bit of tech history, Microsoft officially ended support for Internet Explorer on multiple Windows versions on June 15th. After almost 27 years, the Internet Explorer desktop application has been disabled and replaced with Microsoft Edge. While this might not seem like a cybersecurity issue, it's important because outdated software is a major security risk. Internet Explorer is riddled with vulnerabilities that are no longer being patched, making it a prime target for attackers. By retiring Internet Explorer, Microsoft is forcing users to upgrade to a more secure browser. This is a positive step for overall cybersecurity. However, It's important to note that Internet Explorer will still be available on some older versions of Windows, like Windows 7 ESU and Windows 8.1. If you're still using these operating systems, it's crucial to upgrade to a more modern and secure platform. So what's the big picture here? Cybercriminals are becoming increasingly sophisticated in their use of AI and cloud technologies. They're exploiting vulnerabilities in AI models, abusing trusted cloud services, and leveraging readily available hacking tools. We need to be vigilant, proactive, and constantly learning about these emerging threats. Security is not a one-time fix. It's an ongoing process. Stay informed about the latest threats, update your software regularly, and use strong passwords and multi-factor authentication. The future of cybersecurity depends on our collective efforts. What are your thoughts on these issues? Have you experienced any of these types of attacks? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Let's work together to create a more secure digital world. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more cybersecurity news and insights. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.